Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Today is a review day, and I've got a product that I've been wanting anyway, and just so happens this company has sent me one, so let's have a look. This is what it is. It is from 70My Dashcam 4K A810S HDR set. There we go, that is it. And a nice little boxy. Let's get it open and have a look. You know what I say every time when I get stuff from China, it always comes in lovely boxes. Really nice. Box number one. We've got an envelope with stuff in it, probably the instructions and stuff. Ooh, another box there. That's a camera. Lovely. Please remove before use. Oh, I take it that's the screen. It's nice and compact and light, which we like. What's in this one? Leads and things. Right, let's get all this out and we'll see what's in this box as well. See what we got. Okay, in the other box you got cable. Oh, very lovely package, gotta say. All feels quality, you know. What's this thing? It'll all become apparent when we get through the instructions. I'm not sure what that is, but there's some cable and a round thing and a C2C lead. Looks like quite a long one. What else we got in here? This looks like instructions. You've got a little pinny thing to open up something. Got QR code, user kit there. That's on that one. Let's have a look in this envelope. Let's move them out of the way for you. This envelope. We got stickers. 24-hour surveillance. Parking surveillance, which is always good. I've got stickers on my van saying CCTV, but we'll add them as well. Why not, eh? And we've got 128 gigabyte SD card there, obviously for your footage. And instructions. Lovely. And we've got some screensavers as well. Screensavers, protectors, screen protectors. Handy. Handy, Harry. Right, let's have a look at butchers at the instructions. Quite a good instruction manual. It says the Dashcam can support standard micro SD card. Please use a SD card with a capacity of 32 gig to 502 gigabyte. And it says before use, insert the micro SD card into the dash cam. Let's do that. The side of the camera. That goes in there, I believe. Excuse my little finger. Yeah. There you go. It clicks in. It gave a little clicky noise. It's nice and flush. That's in the camera. Step number one. So what I can gather from this so far is you've got a USB-C DC in, yeah, on the side with the cable they provided. So you can use the cable, which is really long, by the way. It's about 3 meters, and then plug that into a corresponding port, like your cigarette lighter. If you've got that adapter, it can simply be done by that. They have given me a hardwire kit, which is better. And it's got this thing here, so I'm just reading the smaller instruction manual here, and we're going to hardwire this in. Here it says selecting a suitable fuse box. Select a suitable car fuse box that contains the following fuses: regular electric fuse with an output voltage of 12 to 30 volts. Now, as I'm in a motorhome, I could wire this into my leisure battery, which would then prevent me having to take out all of that, because I can just get to my 12 volt fuse board really easy there. And that is exactly what I've done. There's the camera mounted up there, lovely and compact, fits really cool. But what I've done for your purpose, or demonstration purpose if you like, is I've run both cables to show you both ways you can do it. Because I'm in a motorhome, there's actually more ways you can do it, but I have run the really long C2C lead that they give you, or a C to USB lead that they give you. Now, that is this one here, and I've run it around the top of my cab here, blah all the way down. You can see, and it disappears It goes in through here into my electric cupboard. Hope you can see that, into here. And I've got it plugged in into a USB socket here, which keeps it nice and neat and out of the way. You could also run it down into your cigarette lighter, your 12-volt output, whatever. Just have to find the route. So if I was going to do that, then I'd go through there, probably around the rubber of the window, behind the dashboard, and then find its way out underneath and plug it in to there. That would keep it all nice and neat and tidy as well. But the way I did it was so that it comes off of my leisure battery power and not my starter battery power. In this van, you can see the ignition's off and I've got constant power going to there, so that would be a constant drain. It's really hard to film all of this, by the way. But anyway, so the good people at 70mi have sent me the Hardwire kit. Now, obviously, you can wire this into your fuse board. In my van, I'll show you quickly. There's my fuse board. It's very old, this van, remember? So this is it. So what you need to do is you need to find the earth, obviously. So unscrewing that, this will be earthed at some point. So you find the earth, and then you need to find a constant 12-volt, and you need to find like an ignition 12-volt. And on the Hardwire kit, you've got 3 wires. One black, which is your earth, red is your live, your 12-volt constant, and then yellow will be your ignition. And then you could literally just pop it in, you know, with the fuse. The way I would like to do it would be to take that out and wire it into the back, because it has its own fuses anyway. So obviously, if you're putting this into a car, you probably won't have a leisure battery. So that's your 2 options for doing it. Would be into your 12-volt cigarette lighter, just via the cable, nice and easy. Just run the cable around, bosh bang. If you've got constant 12-volt there and you don't want the camera on all the time, because it will take power from your starter battery over time, not very much, but you know, if it's parked up for a long time, then it's something to consider. You could just pull the cable out and then it will just turn off. Alternatively, hardwire in via the Hardwire kit. Now you'll see that I am parked up and it is recording because I've wired it up so that it's got constant power all of the time, because I want to use it as a surveillance camera as well as a dash cam. So the Hardwire kit has gone to my 12-volt fuse board. I've put the 2 wires together, the red and the yellow, and put it into my positive on my fuse board, and just run the negative to my negative on my fuse board. Like I said, it has its own fuses anyway, so you don't really necessarily have to worry about adding a fuse, even though I have. What that means is that's constantly running as a surveillance camera as well as a dash cam, like I just said. And I know because it's on my leisure battery, it's not going to be draining my starter battery in any way, and I have constant power 24 hours a day, 365 days a year on my leisure battery, because I live in the van. So I've mounted the Hardwire receiver, if you like, here, which is by the passenger seat, so it's nice and neatly out the way. It's really long, so it's had to go quite a long way, but there's plenty of cable, which is great. They give you lots, and that's, again, it's going around the top of the cab like so, and coming out plugged in there, so it's all out the way. I could like hide it even more if I wanted to, and that goes down there and disappears into that cupboard. So what's brilliant about that is you've got lots and lots of options on how you want to install it, which is great. I think it's amazing. Right, and here's the bit which is even better. The Hardwire kit, that little round receiver thing you saw, you can put a SIM card into that, which means you can monitor the camera when you're away from the van, which is even better. So if I go out for a walk, or I'll go out for the evening and I want to just check, see what's going on around the van, because I have other security cameras as well around the van, but I don't have one front facing. Now I do. So I can just go on the app, have a look, see if anything's going on. And you do get alerts as well. You can set that up as well. So it works really well as a security camera, and it's really high definition. We'll have a look at the definition of it in a minute. Anyway, I will say this though, it would have been great if by putting a SIM card in that, it would have turned into a hotspot for Wi-Fi, for the internet and stuff like that, but it doesn't do that, which I was a little bit disappointed. That would have just been like brilliant if it just worked like a dongle for the internet as well. Then that could have just made your vehicle into a hotspot for the Wi-Fi. Now, if you want to hardwire this into your fuse board in your car and you're not sure, then you're probably best getting someone to do it that does know how to do it. There is videos online. I did have a look around, and there's some quite good videos online showing you how to do it. Obviously every vehicle's different. Like I said, you'll have to find which fuse you can run it off, but like I said, if you're not sure, somebody that knows would do it in minutes. It's not that complicated. Right, and obviously there is an app, and I've got my app here. There he is, look, looking cool. Click on that and that loads up straight away, so we can go look at the camera in real time, which we'll do in a second. And there's lots of other options there. You can set it up for all different things. So let's have a look in real time, shall we? Let's click this. Click. So I'm trying to do this while I'm looking through the phone. So it's going to connect to it, and there it is. And there you can see, if I turn it that way, I believe it goes bigger. No, if you can make it bigger like that, maybe. Yeah, here we go. Full screen. Look at the quality of that. Now that is pretty amazing. Now I don't have a SIM card in it at the moment. As you can see, the 4G is not showing anything, but you can connect to it whilst you're in the vehicle or very near to the vehicle without that anyway. And now I've just gone into settings, and obviously it's telling you that, but you have got some settings you can get to here. So we can go to like the encoding format, the resolution, which is huge, 3840 by 2160 HDR. You can change that as well if you want to, and recording duration, all that stuff. Obviously I've left the logos and stuff on there for the minute. And once you do put the SIM card in it, obviously you've got all these options here. So it actually acts as a GPS tracker as well, which I thought was brilliant. So wherever you are, you can locate your vehicle. So battery monitoring as well, so it'll tell you how much charge you got in your battery. And if I go to the album, there it goes. So all videos, we've got 408 videos, because I've been driving around with this now for about a week. Emergency videos, that's potholes I've hit. And I've got a separate video on that. I've hit 11 times the emergency video has been activated because I've hit a pothole. Which is cool. It's got a couple of photos. I didn't remember taking photos. But anyway, so you can see, you can go to your library and you've got all your videos on there. I mean, that's us at the moment. And what I'll do is I'll play you a couple of those so you can see the quality of it. It's got audio as well, if you want it. So as you can see, the picture quality and the audio quality is excellent on it. It's really, really cool. It fits really snugly up on the windscreen as well. One of the settings is you can have it as a screensaver, like a clock as a screensaver, which is really handy because I can tell the time. It's still recording, but if you push a button on here, then you can access the camera and see via that, and you can access the settings via that as well. You're probably wondering what this is. This is my old reverse camera, which doesn't work very well, but this also has another camera which came with it, which can connect to it as a back camera as well, which was another reason why I was really interested in this. So that little camera you saw in the unboxing, that's a rear camera which fits on your back window, and that lead, the cable that come with that to the hardwire kit is, I think it's about 6 meters long, so it's pretty long. You'll get it to the back of a car, no problem, but unfortunately this vehicle's 7 meters long, so I couldn't get it to my back window. And this is my back window, it's frosted, so it wouldn't work anyway. But the good people at 70 mi are sending me an external camera to go on there and some extra cable, so I will be doing another video, a follow-up video to this, and I'll connect the back camera as well. But if you buy this kit, then and you've got to put it in a car, you won't have a problem. You'll have dash cam front and back, and front and back security cameras as well, 24 hours a day if you want it. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm loving it, and I'm really looking forward to getting the back hooked up as well. So basically my verdict on this is a winner chicken dinner. It's nice and small and light, easy to install, easy to download the app, easy to use the app. Everything on it works perfectly. It's really high quality. It's bingo mass for me. If you're after a good dash cam stroke security camera for your motorhome, your car, your truck, whatever it might be, this one could be worth looking at, couldn't it? Anyway, I'm going to leave the video right there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and all that good stuff, and God bless you. Hope it was informative for you. And like I said, I only give thumbs up to products that I really like. I don't get paid to do it, so yeah, this one's a good one. Anyway, catch you in the next video. Here's the jingle!
We'll ride these roads forever, side by side we'll chase the sweetest moments whispered in our little space. With laughter and loving every turn we take, this thing called amazing race, no chance will break.